I farmed Mimicron 500 times, and I kept track of all his dedicated drops. Not only did I keep track of how often they dropped, but I also kept track of if they dropped with parts, what parts they dropped with, if they had elements, and I noted the highest DPS I saw for each item. Mimicron has a chance to drop the UAV grenade, the complex root sniper rifle, and the Luty Madlad SMG. Starting off with world drops, I only got 7 world drops out of my 500 farms, which is about a 1.4% chance to get a world drop. 7 world drops is a bit low, but it's not super far off from the 2% world drop rate that we expect. Although I have seen some bosses give me much higher than 2%. Not sure if I get lucky sometimes and unlucky other times. Let me know if you guys see that some bosses drop world drops more than others. And now getting into his dedicated drops, let's start with the UAV grenade. Of the 500 farms, I got 25 UAVs to drop, which is about a 5% chance of them dropping. Almost all of the UAV grenades I got had an element attached to them. I only got 2 without an element, and the highest DPS that I saw was 16,240, which was a grenade with no element. Generally, no elements will always do more damage than a gun or a grenade that has an element on it. Lastly, they always come with 2 extra parts. And here you can see the different parts that I got on the UAV grenade, as well as how often I got each one. Next, let's discuss the Luty Madlad SMG. Of the 500 farms, I got 33 Luty Madlads to drop, which gives it about a 6.6% chance of dropping. The Luty Madlad has set parts, so it'll never have an element, and it'll always come with a COV and a Daedalus part. Obviously, the Daedalus can also be different forms of Daedalus, different firing modes, so you can get either a sniper rifle, a shotgun, a pistol, or an assault rifle. The highest DPS that I saw on any of my Luty Madlad item cards was 3,425. And as you can see in the data, the highest crit damage I saw was 33%. That is actually the only crit damage that I saw. Some guns will have a range of different crit damage percentages they can have. Madlad, every time I saw a crit damage, it was always 33%. And this crit damage is kind of something that's hidden. You have to go into the gun and inspect it to see its secondary stats. But as you can see on my item card, I have it displayed because I downloaded a mod that shows it on the main page of the item card. If you guys are interested in that mod, I'll leave it down in the description. Lastly, let's go over the complex root sniper rifle. Of the 500 farms, I got 30 complex roots to drop, which is about a 6% drop rate. Every complex root had an element, of course, because it's a Maliwan gun. Of the 30 that I got to drop, 12 of them had 1 extra part, 18 of them had 2 extra parts, and only 4 of them came with 3 parts. The highest DPS I saw on any of my complex roots was 2,856, and the highest crit damage percentage I saw was 67%. Some of them also had 50%, but 67 was the highest that I saw. Lastly, here is the list of parts that I saw drop on the complex route. As you can see, there's a wide variety of different types of parts that you can get dropped on it. A lot of them are just different variations of Hyperion shield parts or different TD or throw types. And as you can see, Maliwan is the most common part to drop on the complex route. If you guys are interested in any more data on some of your guys' favorite guns, like the Kaiozen, the Wombo Combo, the Bod Shotgun, I have other 500 farm tests that you guys can check out. But thank you guys for watching this video. If you could leave a like, that would be much appreciated. And if you guys are interested in watching more of my 500 farm tests in the future, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys.